Let's continue where we left off from yesterday. Let's try to actually finish the story. The second half of Spring Unending for 3.4. Let me see. I got something here. Let's continue. What do we have left? I definitely need the crystal. Right now, I need a lot of crystal caskets, and I need the sonorous knells, and I need the brief cacophonies and moment of dissonance. As much of these as I could get. Not gonna lie, I wish you could farm for these, but you can't. Anyway, part 11, Dilemma. He has lain down with dogs, hoping to rise without fleas? The hell? In the dim cell, low chants rise and fall over and over until it almost feels like a natural phenomenon, like the howling of the wind.
Chief, all the Yao we've arrested are here.
Let me see, what time is it? 3. There. Cell door creaks open slowly. The other Yao stop and look out from their cells at the 3 who enter.
This must be the true meaning of being watched like a hawk. You may leave. I will have the victim identify the culprit.
Understood.
Cell is packed with Yao. Afraid, a man presses himself fearfully against Chang Heguang. Chang grips his blade and tells the man not to be afraid as he takes the first bold step toward them.
I trust there's no need to introduce myself.
Of course, Chief Chung. After all, it took us all quite some effort to sneak past you. Let no one say that you neglected your duties. In fact, you did such a sterling job that not even a fly could buzz through that gate. A pity for you that I soar much higher than a fly.
Damn. They all laugh, leading Chang Heguang to raise his blade and strike it against the cell door.
Quiet! Look over them. See if you can identify the one that abducted your family.
Oh? Even with the cell door between them, the man feels surrounded by Yao. He dodges fruitlessly left, then right as if to avoid their gaze. Peeks at the jailed Yao from the corner of his eye, but each glance makes him all the more concerned.
I don't see them.
My. Should I call you County Magistrate Chung now? If I recall correctly, it falls outside of the duties of mere constables to interrogate suspects.
The bars, a bird like Yao leans toward Chang Heguang.
Could it be that you are using this opportunity to learn the method of longevity for yourself?
Enough of your twittering, Bird. I am investigating this rumor on behalf of the people, not for myself. Nor is this a formal interrogation. I am within my rights to question any one of you.
And if I don't tell you a thing, what then, Chief Chung? Must you really be so harsh on us? Every Yao in Jewel County is scared to death of you. But I know that you're not all that cruel-hearted. Could you be persuaded to let us go?
Speaks, she puts both hands through the bars. One holds a gold bar, the other a charm. She waves them before Chang Heguang.
I can offer you both wealth and health.
Fiend! I will not allow you to deceive me.
Chang Heguang pushes her hands aside with the back of his blade. She jumps back, staring at him tensely, and approaches once more.
You think it deception merely because you believe the method of longevity to be a false rumor. But what if I tell you it's true? Take a guess at how old I am.
There is no need to guess. It is said that Yao can live over 1,000 years.
Whoever told you that knew nothing. Our lives are scarcely longer than our true forms. My own kind live and die within the age of a sparrow. Nothing more.
Surprise flashes in Cheng Hegwang's eyes. He motions for her to continue.
We only want a little more time in this world, Chief Chung. Why must you stand in our way?
Then should I simply allow you and your people to kill, steal, and bring chaos?
Me and my people?
She is stunned for a moment, then responds with a burst of laughter.
I see. You believe Yao to be evil.
No, not universally. Yet, it is Yao like you who spread these dangerous rumors in the county.
Yao stops laughing, her neck jerking in as her feathers rise and puff out. But with a rage, she storms toward Cheng Hegwang, ignoring the bars.
It is no rumor, fool! Even if it were, what harm have we ever brought for speaking it alone? All our kind desire is to live. I've done nothing wrong. Release me! Every moment is precious.
You may not have taken part in these abductions, but the rumors you spread surely enticed the ones that did. I will not release you.
Fine. Continue in your blindness. But the School of May will bring justice to us all.
Yao turns fierce, beating her wings in the cell. Claw marks cover the
The
walls.
School of May? That's the name of your sect, is it?
Uh-oh. Her anger has become an incomprehensible mash of threats and insults. Cheng Hegwang stands between her and the scared man, leading him away. Ooh. Study Yamen. In the Yamen study, the man sits shaking on a wooden chair.
Calm down. Have some tea.
Thank you.
Takes the tea, sips a few times, and sets it down.
No need to worry. Our cells are quite unbreakable. So, what more do you know of the Yao that abducted your family?
It was jabbering on about longevity. That's all I know.
This rumor is a true menace to society.
Please, Chief Chung, please find my father. You're my only hope.
Grabs the front of Cheng Hegwang's clothes as if to kneel, but the chief constable catches him by the arms and lifts him to his feet.
Please, sir. I am merely fulfilling my duty. I will find the truth. This, I swear.
Thank you.
Rest a while. Best not to overwork yourself. Guard!
Chief.
Take care of the good man. I must deliver my report on the events at the opera.
Understood.
Cheng Hegwang pats the poor man's shoulder as they walk out. Breeze follows him past the door and scatters far away. Hall Yamen. In the Great Hall, a report on the case is being given to the gathered
The
court.
female Taoist raised her sword above a woman's head, revealing the latter's true form to be that of a herbaceous entity, and shifting her withered leaves into a verdant green. The Taoist then proclaimed the ability to bestow longevity upon any who joined her school. This declaration incited the crowd to a frenzy as they stampeded the stage. Later, the Taoist vanished from the scene together with the herbaceous entity. Several Yao present were detained, and the injured were escorted to the nearest clinic for treatment. In summary, the stampede has been determined to be an unforeseen incident arising from the female Taoist use of arcane skills.
Wait a minute, hold on. Give me one moment. Let me take a quick little... I need to pause real quick. Okay. I'm done. Time to resume. Summary: this time it has been determined to be an unforeseen incident arising from the female Taoist use of arcane skills. The report concluded the paper is folded once more and then handed over to the county magistrate.
Unforeseen incident? Your lack of foresight has seen this longevity rumor spread to every corner of the county. Yao are flooding our lands in droves. Never in my life have I received so many reports of missing persons and acts of sedition. Make no mistake. This is the result of your errors.
The magistrate crumples the paper and throws it at the registrar. In response, the man bows even lower.
We were foolish to put our faith in you, Commander Lee. You were in charge of our defenses. Tell me, how shall we proceed?
Lee, Hui Fong, standing nearby. He pauses, considering the details for a moment before speaking out in a measured tone.
In these desperate times, I can see only one solution. I would divide all constables into 2 shifts and have them sweep the entire county. We will locate and apprehend all y'all hiding among the populace over the next 3 days.
Very good! Do you hear that? All departments will cooperate with Commander Lee. And if I hear of any misconduct, I will show no mercy.
The others hasten to agree as they bow with clasped hands. Cheng Heguang has been wanting to speak. Seeing his chance, he seizes it and steps forward.
Honorable Magistrate, I believe we also ought to consider investigating the School of May.
The other clerk sneering glances toward him like a discolored bean sifted from the pile.
And you are? Wait, I believe I recall. Chief Chung, is it? And the School of May? A minor religious sect, yes?
Yes. Please forgive me. After the report was submitted, I discovered a connection between the sect and the animal carcasses found on the streets. While in custody, a suspect admitted that the School of May was behind the mysterious parade connected to both the rumors and the drained carcasses. I believe this opera was another part of this scheme. If the Yao are the fruit, the School of May is the root.
The others look away and whisper.
And who are you to speak? Some upstart boy desperate to clear his family name?
That's him, all right. Just last month, he was ranting about some thief-catching scheme. The argument could be heard from the streets.
Do you remember last year? This boy Niall knocked the doors down, insisting we include those deserters he caught in our update to the Imperial Court. Hard to believe the magistrate allowed him to leave with his head. It seems he hasn't any sense for his position, or his shame.
The son of a bandit turncoat. No wonder he barks like a dog, demanding praise for his every deed.
Brother.
He's fooling himself if he thinks he can wash himself clean of his family's past.
Damn, he's right there too. Chang Higuang ignores their whispers and stands tall and firm as a noble pine.
Commander Lee, thoughts on this matter?
As all goes quietly. Wei Fong clears his throat and speaks.
I hold to what I've said before. The Yao pose a serious danger to the people. Our priority must be to expel them from the county. What would you have us do, Your Honor?
The matter is handed to Commander Lee. Dismissed.
Understood. But the School of May?
Oh. The others seem prepared to leave, but Cheng Heguang looks around anxiously until finding the familiar shape of his commander, waiting under the eaves.
Commander Lee.
Come here, Heguang.
Li Huifang walks from the hall in long, quick strides, forcing his subordinate to hurry at a pace.
Are you really so desperate for glory that you forget the chain of command? How do you aim to win trust if you refuse to pay respect to your betters?
I apologize, Commander. But this is a promising lead. If we don't act now, we may miss a chance.
Li Huifeng turns, his voice sterner than ever.
Do you think you are the only one with the lead on this case? That no one else
Yep.
can do as you have done?
Yep.
Not even those with greater power and resources? Is that why you announce your intentions for all to hear? Your heart may be pure, but others have their own designs. If your words reach the wrong ears, do you think they will sit and do nothing about it?
Zheng Guang's tongue twists. He had prepared for a scolding, not this.
Commander, you mean...
Keep digging, but do not draw any further attention. That's all for today. And if your actions are brought to light, I will tell them I denied your request. Understood?
Yes, Commander.
Bows deeply and straightens his posture.
I will learn from your wise words.
To be continued. Are they doing... What the... What are these? It's kind of like... fighting game inputs or what? What are these motion inputs? Castle in the sky. Many have heard its name, yet few know its truth. Yard, School of May.
Come, Mayfly. You ought to familiarize yourself with our school before you begin.
Yes, Master.
Mayfly peeks out from behind the door, watching the others in the front courtyard.
It's still early in the morning, but everyone's already up and busy.
It is. Soon, you will be practicing alongside them.
Many else she has come to know nod to her in greeting.
The students live in the side house here, as will you. I believe you've met some of them already.
I see. Ah! There's a mouse climbing up on that bamboo by the wall.
Don't be alarmed by Brother Mouse. He has taken to staying in his true form most of the day.
Forgive me, brother.
I'm sure he does not mind. The School of May is one of the few refuges for Yao in this region. Our students are free to live in whatever form they wish. You may even choose to live as a reed, if that is what you desire.
Live in my true form. But
One must learn to find fulfillment in their true nature. Only then may one discern their path to the way. It will make sense in time. Come, let us speak further in the front courtyard.
Master, where is that music coming from? I keep hearing it, but I don't see anyone playing.
You won't have need of that haste much longer, Sister Mayfly. This is the front courtyard, where students may gather to train, or rest as they like.
But no one's here.
This way.
Guardians of this land excel at artful concealment. Past the moon gate, after a few winding paths, a hidden world opens up to her. Black eaves press down upon white rooms that enclose the square. The ground is paved with gravel, into which white marble tiles are set, forming a bagua array? I don't know if I pronounced that right. Students in white stand atop it, playing solemn Taoist music together.
There she is, the new student.
Sister Mayfly, are you feeling better?
Paper Heron waits here too. The students occasionally steal small glances at her. She looks around, nodding to the students as she meets their eyes and greeting Mayfly in particular.
Hello, everyone. What are y'all doing here?
Master Ren is here too! Greetings, Master! We humbly request your guidance today!
It's good to see you all. Please, be seated.
Crowd spreads out and sits in a ring around Master Ren. Female Yao pulls Mayfly in to sit beside her.
Revision always offers new insight. And with a new student among us today, let us begin by reviewing the stages of the method of longevity. To master this art, one must attain 3 stages. The regulation of qi, concentration and visualization, and the cultivation of the body. In the first stage, we focus on the rhythm of the breath. Each of you must find the pace which best suits your constitution and nature. Once you reach a state of meditation, we will work to concentrate the mind on an object, opening ourselves to the stimuli of the divine. As for the cultivation of the body...
Hearing this, Paper Heron interrupts Master Ren.
That wouldn't be for the best.
Whatever do you mean, Master?
Your students are getting ahead of themselves. Teach them the basics first, eh? A pavilion is not built from the roof down.
If I am to cover every foundational detail, I would have to start from before the White Horse School was even founded. Unfortunately, I never walked its halls. All that I know, I learned from you. Would you do us the honor, Grandmaster? The students would be most grateful to hear it from your lips.
Paper Heron looks around. The students wait eagerly for her words. School of May seems to be thriving on the high morale of its students, and her heart is warmed by it.
It has been quite some time since I last spoke of my old school, but I'd be happy to.
Lifts her heels and leaps gracefully into the ring before launching into her story.
The very first attempts at achieving longevity can be traced back to ancient times, but it's enough to start with the founding of the White Horse School, eh? It first took shape in the late Tang Dynasty, as our founding master traveled the land collecting many rare and lost scriptures in hopes of preserving the Taoist arts for future generations. From those arts, he developed a method to balance yin and yang, and through it, discovered the secret to a long life. He named it the practice of inner alchemy, and it later became the foundation of the White Horse School. Now, to perform it properly, you must work through these stages in order. Listen closely. The scripture says, when one's mind is tranquil and free of distracting thoughts, all things between heaven and earth will become one with it. So the first step is to set aside worldly concerns and seek stillness from within. For only then can one perceive the presence of the way. Step 2 is about finding your tea. Life is born of the accumulation of tea. When tea gathers, we live. When it disperses, we perish. Without tea, we can neither strengthen our bodies nor nourish our spirits, and so we cannot prolong our lives. We must spend years learning its workings until it becomes as familiar to us as our own hands. The third step is to use your understanding of tea to work its flow, guiding it until it moves in harmony with the way. This step is the most crucial. When your body attunes itself to your tea and allows you to retain it. This may take some time, but it must not be rushed. Without the tea within, the body stands hollow. And, if hollow, how may life endure in it? This takes real devotion. You must practice daily until your body is ready to harmonize with the flow of Qi. To retain Qi is to attain the way. One who has attained the way may long endure. So the scripture says, but the path is long and perilous. Stray from it, and both body and spirit may be annihilated. At best, it is a process of decades. At worst, well, I've seen some wait hundreds of years.
But, Grandmaster?
Yes? Speak your mind.
Do you really mean it will take a few decades for us to master this method?
To walk the path of longevity is no small feat. But the calmer your mind, the clearer your vision, and the quicker you will progress.
But how can I devote myself to a method that takes decades to master when I only have a few years to live? And if what you say is true, wouldn't only the long-lived be able to achieve longevity?
Ah.
Oops. She pauses, composing her thoughts for a long while, then walks over to the trigram.
Not entirely. The scripture says, in the pursuit of worldly knowledge, one gains daily. In the pursuit of the way, one loses daily. Less and less is done until nothing is done. When nothing is done, nothing is left undone. Don't get so hung up on the path ahead. Nothing stays fixed forever. Live in the moment, and new opportunities will arise.
So, we'll just do nothing at all?
Not exactly. It isn't nothing, but rather non-action. We let go of all deliberate effort. Attending to your purposes, doing only that which is yours to do.
Hearing her words, the Yao look at each other. One of them cannot hold back their frustration and rushes up in front of her.
That's absurd. If that's how it is, what are we to do? Sit around and wait for death to come? Our lives are much shorter than yours, you know.
Now, Brother Badger. The Grandmaster didn't mean...
Undeterred by the gentle redirection, the Yao continues his questions anyway.
That which is yours to do? What's that supposed to mean? Is this what's mine to do?
Grandmaster, none of us would be here if we had been content with the time we were given.
Oops. Paper Henry is speechless. She sees now the crux of the issue. They have been led astray from the very beginning. The doubting voices grow louder. The Yao become agitated. Paper Henry stands silent above them, lost. Mayfly struggles in her seat, not knowing who to agree with.
All right, everyone.
Clear, loud call rings out like a stone dropped in water. The Yao immediately falls silent.
Master?
Master Ren walks into the ring and stands beside her teacher.
Each of us approaches the way differently, for we are all guided by our own nature. The Grandmaster speaks only from her own experience. If her words help you, hold them. If they muddle you, do not be troubled. You may understand them in the time to come.
Yes, Master.
It's been a long day, and the Grandmaster has traveled far. Please, leave her to rest.
Everyone looks at her former student and then at the calmed Yao. With a stiff nod, she resigns herself to a stone stool outside the ring.
Heron, are you alright?
She walks over and sits by Paper Heron, whose serene facade now seems ever so subtly broken.
I'm fine. Should have chosen my words with more care, though.
Well...
For a moment, the cicada chirps and bird. The cicada chirps and bird calls sound unusually sharp. Paper Heron looks down, hiding her face.
I thought they'd be interested. Back in my time.
The words are a faint whisper, so light she barely hears them.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Just forget what I've said and follow your master's teachings. Perhaps she's found a better way.
Oh.
The third step the Grand Master spoke of is what we call the cultivation of the body. Through practice, your body will work with your qi until they are one. Mastering this may take decades, even hundreds of years. But here in the School of Mei, we needn't dwell on that step. Instead, we focus on the regulation of qi and concentration and visualization.
Looks over to Master Anna to continue her lesson and resolves herself to what must be done.
We needn't dwell on that step?
Uh-oh. Interesting. Unbending Will. You'd rather die than surrender? Ha 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 ha.
Move! Constables on duty! Make way!
Sun sets in the west. Meanwhile, constables armed with bows and blades march through the streets. Like a long cobalt dragon, they pass by as people watch curiously and whisper to each other, wondering at their destination. Two constables hurry to reach the young man leading the grim facade parade. A face parade.
Chief, there's no trace of that Reed girl anywhere. She's disappeared.
I see. Stay sharp and keep an eye out for her. We can't allow any more Yao to escape.
News from the West Gate. 2 more Yao have been captured. Do you want to question them yourself like last time?
I'll be there shortly.
We've been walking for a while now. Where are you leading us?
Yang Wu still wants to speak, but their chief raises his right hand, signaling the marching constables behind to stop.
This is it.
The house before them lies at the street's end. Its doors are tightly shut, but chanting voices escape out through the cracks.
The source was right. Yao are gathering here.
Zheng Heguang plunges his fist toward the door, then lifts it in a sharp upward motion. The metal bolt falls with a clang.
Move in!
Oh! Draws his blade and throws the door open. The constables pour into the small, square courtyard, ringing the reversion bells.
Patrol constables! Civilians, stay back!
By whose order are you here? Who gave you the right?
Quite the posture for a wanted suspect. You're all under arrest. Seize them!
Oh!
Dental checkup.
I've got your back. Так ярко и тепло. Easy lah.
Oh.
Let me think on it.
I'll keep them occupied. I have the rear.
Ah, an interesting one.
No worries.
Strike when the time is right.
Ah, what a bloom.
Free.
Cool.
Was I able to take care of everyone?
This is outrageous! You jumped up toll collector! How dare you lay your hands on us? Ah! What on earth is that noise?
That's enough! I said enough! Stop!
The bell will ring under the eaves. The bells ring under the eaves. Those inside cover their ears, but no tails grow and no bark forms to cover their skin.
They're not Yao?
The young chief constable is struck still, grappling with the unexpected outcome. People dressed in fine silks are wealthy merchants, not Yao cultists. From outside, older, wiser constables peek in, while the newer, oblivious recruits continue to ring their bells as ordered.
Stop the bells!
Constables stop, and Chung He-guang looks up at the crowd before sheathing his blade.
I am Chief Constable Cheng, acting on orders to investigate the Yao involved in the stupid parade. I have been instructed to bring them to justice without delay. The verses you were reciting are identical to those the Yao chanted at the parade. If I am mistaken, I humbly ask for forgiveness in advance.
Can you believe this petulant boy? He thought we were Yao gathering for some evil ritual. Watch yourself, Chief Constable. Slandering a respected merchant like myself could get you in serious trouble.
All are equal before the law. I only act in accordance with it. I ask your presence at the Yamen. So please, gentlemen, come with us. Should you be proven innocent, I will offer my deepest apologies.
Do you know who you're speaking to, boy? I won't leave this house unless your superior comes and explains everything in person.
The air feels heavy as lead. The constables look at each other, no one daring to speak. For a moment, the stand still feels as if it might go on forever under the tension. Until the tension is at last cut by a voice from outside.
I'm afraid there's been a misunderstanding.
Sir?
Constables part respectively as Li Hufong marches into the courtyard, followed by a plump, middle-aged man in brassard? What the... Okay.
Those honorable gentlemen are simply studying the classics and cultivating their minds. It has nothing to do with the turmoil on the streets, nor with the Yao's evil deeds.
You speak the truth, Commander. These classics the gentlemen were reciting are scriptures transcribed by His Eminence Zheng himself. They serve only to enlighten the mind. But no doubt our young chief constable here only intended to perform his duties and perhaps lead to judgment. Is that so, Commander?
I thank you for your understanding and your timely message. Else, this could have been an even greater humiliation. He-guang, apologize to the honorable gentleman.
Chung He-guang remains silent and stares at the scripture scroll in the man's hand.
Cheng He-guang, do you not hear me?
I acted thoughtlessly. For that I am sorry, Your Excellencies.
Do you think that an acceptable apology? When we return to the Yamen, you will suffer 60 strokes for your insolence.
Please, no need to be so harsh, Commander. I'm certain the chief acted with the best intentions. Young men often rush to judgment. We've all done the same.
Speaking back and forth with Li Hufong and the middle-aged merchant eases the tension at last. A look passes among those in the courtyard. The obvious leader among them speaks.
No real harm has been done to us. Do not punish him for doing his duty.
Just be sure to keep your officers in line, Lee.
Of course. Your generosity is greatly appreciated, gentlemen. We shall take our relief.
Li Huifong says no more and signals for the constables to leave the courtyard. The wounded cobalt dragon retreats back to its cave in the form of a slow and dreary procession of downcast faces. Li Hufeng stands ahead, unconcerned with the sour faces of the lower ranks behind him. The commander present, the constables dare not even speak as they pass to the doors of the yamen and file away to the mess hall. Only Chang Heguang remains by the entrance, struggling to hold his head high. The result is something stiff and strange but proud.
Why are you standing there like statue? It's time to eat.
I'm awaiting my 60 strokes.
Li Huifeng puts down the case file and looks at him with a complex expression.
There won't be any coming. Now, go eat.
But he still does not move.
If you've elected to spare me, then allow me a question, Commander. The man who came with you had a scroll in his hand. Where did it come from? There's a Bagua array on it, formed by a Mei tree and a Jade sword.
Hogua, if I spare you the punishment, you ought to at least do me the courtesy of sparing me the questions.
Then I would rather take the punishment.
Evening wind blows through the hall and the candlelight flickers in response.
Do you really have no inkling of who you offended tonight?
I do not.
The Chen family, respected gentry with 3 imperial scholars in only few decades. Lord Lu, a corps leader. His family have served in the military for generations. And the Lees, I needn't remind you who they are.
I am but the son of bandits. I don't know any of these High Lords.
Now you know.
Li Huifeng looks away and reads from the case file.
The man with the scroll. Is he of noble birth too?
He does not receive an answer.
Am I right to assume that you've kept me from investigating the school of Mei? Not because you feared it might alarm them, but because you're aware of the school's prestigious background?
The words are pointed, but do not break his commander's grim silence.
You know they're responsible for the turmoil in the county, yet you permit these men to walk free, allowing the common Yao to take the fall.
Enough!
Damn. Li Hufeng rises with an expression as fiery as a lit rocket as he throws the files to the ground.
Are you so naive? Do you truly have no clue as to why you were spared today?
Because of your connection to the man with the scroll.
Then you do have some inkling of what's going on. You did well capturing those Yao, and I had planned to speak highly of you before Lord Lu. But after your actions today, storming into a civilian's home, attempting to arrest all present, how can I possibly recommend you? Have you forsaken your vow and decided to live in your father's disgrace forever?
I would never.
Grits his teeth but does not give an inch.
But Commander, this is more important than my name. This is for the safety of the townspeople.
All right. Then tell me exactly what harm the School of Mei has done, and what crime you accuse them of.
As my prior report states, they're practicing sorcery and other forbidden arts.
They fabricated a descent of the deity at the parade, yes. But have you caught any of the offenders from that date?
Not yet.
And has any member of the school actually committed a crime? Or have you found some scripture that proves their evil intention?
I have not.
Damn.
So, you have nothing. You wish me to convince the magistrate to act against the School of Mei? Risking the anger of officials and high lords based on nothing? The school will claim that they were only teaching the methods to strengthen the body and enrich the mind. And that the Yao were foolish and greedy to think their practice could bring longevity. We cannot act on hearsay and rumors, especially when it may anger the high lords.
You're right. I lack the evidence to refute your words. But if it is the lords that worry you, I will investigate in secret. 3 days is all I need. I will find the proof.
Enough.
Another full blast of wind sweeps through the hall, rustling the papers on his desk. Li Huifeng uses a paperweight to smooth the files and sits back into his chair.
Go now. Get some rest. Your men are to be placed under the Captain Zhang. He knows the county well. You will remain, but only as his backup.
Why? I've done nothing wrong.
Then you've not listened to a word I've said.
Water in the pot boils, the lid rattles, the steam whistles, and Li Huifeng pays it no attention. Steam fills Cheng Higuang's sight. Pot at last boils over.
Commander! Must the people's blood be spilled before we act?
Watch your tongue!
The tea boil. On the desk, weak ripples form. Anyone stands solid, silent for a long time, rooted like a tree as the steam fades from him. Last he breaks the roots and turns.
Perhaps I have not listened, Commander. Good night.
Chang's house, ancient Ju County. The cold moon shines like a lantern over a dark lake. Cheng Guang puts down a book and rubs his tired neck.
It's getting late.
Lights a blackened torch with a candle, holding the light as he steps into the dark.
Zhong Ni said, "One of virtue follows the course of the mean. One of cunning turns from it. Following the mean, the virtuous acts in due measure. Turning from the mean, the cunning moves without restraint."
Stops at the door, deep in thought.
Fortunately, it's still not too late.
Street cat cries out nearby.
That's...
Fire! Fire!
Man runs in panic. Behind him, plumes of smoke leap and billow into the
There's
sky.
a fire at Chief Constable Cheng's house!
I wonder how this is gonna end. Part 14, A Sow's Ear. To think the old man believed he'd make a silk purse of it. Side room, School of May. Inside the room, a few Yao gather around Mayfly, helping her trim the fresh herbs she picked from the mountains.
Now that you know the path, you can go up the hill at your leisure and gather the elixir ingredients yourself. A little walk in the forest will do you good.
Thank you. I know the elixir helps with the practice, but isn't it a little unsettling, harvesting these herbs like this?
What's the matter? They're only plants, too young to form any spirit yet. It's not as if you're cutting down one of your own.
Mayfly. Oh, I mean, Sister Mayfly. I thought that I should come check on you. See how you're getting on.
Look at that. Someone finally discovered the door. Though, not much of a knocker, are you?
Good day, Grandmaster.
Her nods to the Yao, then walks around Mayfly, looking left and right.
What? What is it? You're giving me the withers.
You've followed Ren's teachings for a few days now, How do you feel?
Heron, you've asked me this a few times already. I'm well, just as I was yesterday and the day before that. My strength is improving, I feel light and full of energy, even after a long day in the mountains.
Ugh, excuse me. Paper Heron puts her hands behind her back and circles Mayfly 2 more times, nodding each time.
That's good. That's good then. Are you certain everything's fine? Nothing feels strange at all?
Absolutely.
Mayfly pats her chest, as if to prove
Why
her
do you
health.
keep asking? Is something troubling you?
Nothing makes me happier than seeing you well, but... May I ask, have you felt anything out of place while practicing Ren's methods?
Out of place? I don't know. But I've moved on to the second stage. Concentration and visualization.
Sits in a meditation pose and makes a hand gesture to cast an incantation.
Master Ren said to meditate, I must sit in silence, concentrating my mind on an object and visualizing the inner deities until I find their presence. With consistent practice, the path to longevity will reveal itself. That May tree nearby really is an ideal object to focus on. It seems to have been there for over 1,000 years. Maybe it really does have a connection to the spiritual world.
Are those her words?
Her exact words. I meditate about that tree day and night. I even see it in my dreams sometimes. And Master Rin has been most generous. She even helped the other students using the power of her sword. How did she explain it? Something like using the sword to clear the blockage in their body, freeing the flow of chi, so they can advance more quickly with their training. The first time I saw it, I almost thought she was about to poke a few holes in me, but instead, she just swiped it above my head, just like you did at the parade. I even asked Brother Yam to teach me something from the third stage. You should see how well I can do it already. Posture 1. Breeze in the lungs. Face north, feet spread as wide as the shoulders.
Chants the words and shows Paper Heron what she has learned.
Master Ren told us that we must cultivate our bodies to align with the movement of Qi. Only then can our mortal flesh be prepared for longevity. She said the cultivation would take about 2 months.
2 months? Those were her words?
That's right.
Hearing Mayfly's word, Paper Heron's face changes. A hint of sternness cuts across her brow. Butterfly bursts in, panting and waving his hands.
Wonderful news! Karma finally came for the heartless Chief Constable Chung.
Chung?
Hearing this, the other Yao gather around.
That grumpy, self-righteous constable that's been hunting us night and day?
I heard that he's been interrogating Yao, plucking his captive's hairs one by one.
Yes, that's him! What a pig! No offense to pigs. I guess brutality must run in his blood. His family used to be bandits until they worked their way into the military. Not that they lasted long as soldiers. His own father turned out to be a crook. He cut ties with his father to keep his post. But I don't believe it. If he's willing to throw us all behind bars just to make himself look good, then he's just as bad as the rest of them.
I'll bet he's rotten to the core. But what do you mean by karma came for him? Oh, tell us what happened.
Butterfly seizes the moment with excitement as he proceeds to describe the fire. The Chief Constable's home?
Isn't that the man we met at the gate?
I believe so.
Her response is quick and muted, intending not to interrupt the clamor of the Yao.
I just don't understand why he hates us so much. We haven't hurt anyone. We just want to spread the method of longevity.
Hardly a surprise. Those with long lives seldom care for the short-lived.
The words bring a harsh chill to the air as the other Yao look at each other and then to Paper Heron.
Hedgehog, the Grandmaster is still here.
Please, speak your mind. It is every creature's right.
Words do little to break the sudden chill until Butterfly steers things back on topic.
I nearly forgot that awful chief had nearly locked up our Grandmaster. Grandmaster, did you start the fire to avenge us?
Huh?
No, I didn't. Though if anyone questions you on the matter, you may give them my name.
Grandmaster.
Hearing this, all the Yao look at Paper Heron with awe.
It is a great honor to study under an avenging hero like you. Please, accept our humblest gratitude.
Thank you. Thank you for your heroic deeds.
Their undeserved praise lands somewhere between funny and vexing, yet she can't help but realize the situation is going beyond her control.
Grandmaster has taken our interest to heart, and we must repay her with our greatest effort. We must achieve longevity and spread the school's name.
Achieve longevity! Spread the school's name!
The room has become a hubbub of cheers and excitement, but Mayfly does not seem to be participating. She stares up blankly, spots dancing in her vision like fireflies at dusk.
What's going on?
Mayfly? Are you alright?
In a moment, Mayfly feels the world spin beneath her feet. Yeah. The cultivation stuff is not working properly. She tumbles, she sees Paper Heron glide toward her, then all goes dark. The Yamen, ancient Jew county. The next day's sun rises as usual, but the Yamen's constables have a new topic to discuss.
Did you hear? Those gentlemen we met yesterday have all fallen ill. It seems they've all been taken by a strange fever. Some fainted in an instant, while others went running and yelling on the streets in their undergarments. It was chaos. The chief was right. Whatever they were doing must have been dangerous.
But I heard they hired a Taoist who cured them with nothing but water and a pinch of talisman ashes.
Well, that was easy. Shame the chief wasn't so lucky. To think a man could lose his home simply for doing his duty.
Well, we don't know what caused the fire, do we?
What else could it be? You were there. I think the chief found something important. And now they're desperate to get rid of him.
I'm just glad I was on guard duty.
Oops. How to pass up with the two men. They're struck silent of fear, but Chung Heguang does not even seem to notice as he walks straight into the Yamen Hall. From his high seat, Li Huifeng looks at a plaque on the wall.
Heguang, I understand it was your house that caught the fire last night.
It was.
It's a great relief to see you unharmed, but I'm sorry for your loss. Take a few days. Find another place to stay and get some rest. Will you?
Much appreciated, Commander. That is precisely why I came.
Chung Heguang bows and then pours out his prepared words. It's clear immediately that he's had little rest.
I was up late reviewing some case files. As it happened, the arsonist startled a cat as they approached. I was able to spy them from my window, though I couldn't stop them in time. They were all Yao, I'm quite certain of it, as retaliation for the arrests I've made. Commander Lee, if I, a trained officer, couldn't protect my home from their schemes, what hope do the ordinary townspeople have? Please, permit me to bring them to justice, and anyone else who shields them. You... I know the Yamen is short-staffed. I won't ask for anyone's help until I have solid evidence. Now, I must take my leave. Good day, Commander.
He does not wait for Li Huifeng to say more and turns to leave. High above them, Yamen's bells stirred by the wind, ringing out a long, clear note. Oh. Here. I'm gonna pause it again. Let's resume. Part 15, Into the Fire. But I don't have a choice. After breakfast, several Yao gather around Mayfly's bed.
Mayfly? You were out for a whole day.
Brother Yan told me you were unwell, so I brought some sweet cakes. I thought you might like something to eat after your fall.
Oh, thank you.
Asleep, Mayfly responds in a weak voice.
Mayfly, it's me again. I've brought herbs to replenish your tea. Don't worry, I checked. All cut from plants. No Yao were harmed.
Greetings, Grandmaster.
The Yao greeter enthusiastically announced each of them in turn and sets a bundle of herbs on the table.
Ah, no need for those formalities, please. Would you give Mayfly and me a moment in private?
Of course. We'll leave you two alone. Don't you hear the Grandmaster? Come on, let's go!
And nudge each other out of the room. Before long, only Paper Heron and Mayfly remain.
Paper Heron?
She senses something unusual about the moment. And turns her head to find Paper Heron wearing a dour expression.
Mayfly, you must stop practicing Ren's method.
Yep. You will die.
Why?
Even faster.
Your tea is too unstable. At times it surges like a boar, and at others it falters. Haven't you noticed? You know I'm right, don't you? Your fall before was a warning. Your tea is in decline.
But I felt so much more energetic lately. Even my mind feels clearer than before.
Yes, you have learned a great deal about how to control your tea. You'd be in great shape if that were all you were practicing. For you to advance further, your tea must align with the way, and your body must be strong enough to carry it. But if you're too weak, your tea can become too great a burden. It could consume you. In the White Horse School, we always ensured our physique was strong enough to handle each step along the path. But Run is moving too fast, pushing you forward with the power of the longevity sword. It's possible you may still succeed in the end, but you're risking both body and spirit for a tiny possibility. You could end up with nothing. Your body destroyed, your spirit extinguished. You need to stop and allow your body to recover.
For how long? Days?
Years.
Months?
Given your condition, I'd say 2 months before you resume any training.
2 months? Do you realize how little time I have? Winter's coming. I can't wait that long.
I know, but if you continue in this fashion, I fear you may not live to see the winter. I can't stand by and watch you destroy yourself. Not just you, all the Yao. This isn't the right path for any of you.
Heron, I know to you 2 months may seem like nothing. I suppose it may seem like years pass you by in the blink of an eye, don't they?
Oh. Paper Heron gazes at the girl propped halfway up in bed. Her lips tremble faintly before she finally speaks.
It's not quite as fleeting as a blink of an eye.
What would you do over the course of a year? Wander the roads on your mule, through cloud-covered mountains, across gentle streams beneath fragrant blooming peach trees. And when the year ends, you'd go to Huanzhou for the temple fair, feeling the warmth of the flames dancing against your face, savoring the floral sweetness of sticky rice cakes. Next year, you'll travel further still, to see snow-covered plains, brush the fur of a moose, taste wine so strong that it burns your throat, You never worry about the days you spend on the road, or whether you have enough time to experience all the world has to offer.
Damn. The words hang bitterly on her lips, soon accompanied by wet tears flowing down her face.
And I won't live a full cycle of seasons.
One drop, 2 drops, 3 drops. The bedding covering her grows damp with a steady flow of tears. Paper Heron could do nothing to stem their flows, so she simply waits, watching her friend in tender silence.
To you, a day, a month, a year, it means nothing. But for y'all like me, a year is a lifetime. Our only lifetime. I want to live, even just a little longer, to see more, feel more. I can't allow myself to waste even a moment. In 1,000 years, my name could still be carved on that stone. But I won't live to know if it's there next spring. So, why must you stop me?
There are barbs on the question, too sharp to swallow, too true to ignore. She chews on it a long while, hoping to reach an answer.
I didn't intend to hurt your feelings when I carved that stone. Is it your wish, then? To live as long as the stones?
What do you mean?
Heron smiles, but a trace of sorrow lingers at the corners of her mouth.
Besides inner alchemy and Run's method, there is a third way to escape the flow of time. One that has been kept a secret. It doesn't take hundreds of years of training, nor does it endanger your tea. All it costs is your school, a sword, and 100 years sealed in a tree. When the seal breaks, all you once knew will be gone. Friends and enemies alike. You will no longer laugh, nor hate, and your senses will dull. Sweet or sour, salt or spice, it will all taste the same. People will cheer at the blazing fire flowers. Yet to you, the flames will be as mild as a passing breeze. Their excitement like a language you no longer understand. Your memories will stay. You'll always recall how the morning mist felt on your face, the crispness of spring water as it flowed through your fingers.
Is that how she came to be?
You will never feel them again. You will become like a stone. Is that what you want?
Is that how the world feels to you?
Wow. She doesn't reply. Mayfly lowers her head, her fingers twisting together as if trying to hold the weight of her tangled thoughts. For a moment's consideration, she takes something from her pocket. It's the amulet that was trampled by her and repaired by Paper Heron.
But Heron, you've already shown me a way. This amulet. I spent every coin I had on it, just for a chance to get through the city gate. It didn't work like I hoped, and I felt so foolish for believing in it. But you repaired it, even improved it, so that I could make it through. I may be just a wind-tossed reed, but that doesn't mean I'm unworthy of the wonders of this world. Isn't that what you wanted to tell me? I'm willing to take the chance to lose everything or gain the world. You once said that fate presents an opportunity to every one of us.
Yeah?
You've had yours, and I need to take mine.
You mean that you want to follow Run's method no matter the danger?
Yes. She has shown us a way to live beyond our years.
Let me wash my hands. Okay.
Even if it's dangerous, I want to take the chance to truly live.
I understand.
Just go live in the tree. Just the stones. You know, it won't be useful to argue her point any longer. She rises to her feet and taps the herbs on the table.
Just remember to drink my herbal brew, eh?
The door stands ajar. Other Yao peer inside with curiosity. Paper Heron walks past them without a word. In the dazzling morning light, she walks straight toward the courtyard. Ay, caramba. To heaven. Not just longevity, but immortality. Immortality. Morning light renders the May petals nearly translucent under the sun. Beneath the May tree, young Yao practice in formation.
Where is your master?
Grandmaster Heron. I believe she left to attend to some personal matters.
I think it best you no longer call me that. Your master has taken a path away from my teachings. I am now nothing more than an ordinary Taoist to you.
Oh, I see.
They exchange worried glances, but seeing the pain beneath her smile, they choose not to trouble her.
When she returns, please tell her that I want to have a word with her here. Is there a place we could speak?
Certainly, Master Heron.
Night clouds drift past the sun, casting shadows eastward. For roughly half a day, Master Ren returns to the school. For the May tree, Paper Heron stands alone.
You wish to speak with me?
I do. The day's been quiet and I've found myself reminiscing on the old days. Would you join me for a chat beneath the May tree?
She smiles as she gestures toward the tree in the courtyard.
This tree?
Master Ren glances at the red May tree, it's scrawny from over its years. Staring up at it, she can't help but laugh coldly.
Why? There isn't much to it. It could take 1,000 years before it rivals the largest May tree in town.
Let's just talk about the old days, eh? When the White Horse School attempted to subdue the beast Lanzhu, they were taken by surprise by rival schools. We lost all our most capable masters in the battle. Seeing no other way, my Grandmaster shattered one of the 2 longevity swords, releasing the Qi within to create a seal. The last student of the school and the beast were frozen in that moment, sealed inside a May tree.
A 100 years later, the painted-skin Yao faced her celestial tribulation under the same tree. Lightning struck both her and the tree, and the seal was broken. The lightning nearly destroyed the Yao. The White Horse student, freed from the seal and surprised by such a turn of fate, saved the dying Yao and taught her the Taoist arts. We both know the story.
Yes, you remember every detail of it.
I could never forget.
I gave you the remaining sword and taught you the way of inner alchemy. But I never asked you to take the name of a White Horse student. I knew the school was lost to history.
The school is gone, yes. But their duty to control the Xian Dao beast was unfinished. What's the purpose of this, Heron?
Fixed her head, gazing out into the distance toward another giant May tree, far beyond the sight. Sister of the skulls on the centerpiece.
What is your purpose, Ren? You told your students to channel their tea into the May tree. Why?
Our old student looks at her and simply laughs.
So you found out about that?
I'm not easily fooled.
Master Ren lets the words roll over her as she settles herself at the stone table beneath the tree's shadow.
I know you disagree with my methods, but whether you agree or not, this is what is best for the students. They're not like you. None of them have the talent or lifespan to properly cultivate longevity. Had you been in my place, you likely wouldn't have taken them on at all. But I want to give them a chance. After all, what would a talented master like you know of the life of a lowly Yao, of our struggles and desires?
I do not mean to question your teachings, Ren. I only need to know why you have focused their tea there, of all places.
My. When did you become so impatient, Heron? You trusted me with the sword, and I have endeavored to honor that trust by sharing it. I was once a short-lived Yao myself. It is only natural that I wish to help my kind, combining inner alchemy with the power of the longevity sword. I developed a method for our kind to overcome their disadvantages. The sword can hold and release Qi. It gives and it takes. Through it, I work to bring the Yao the lives they deserve.
Earlier to make some phone calls, and then my nephew wanted to play Roblox before he went to bed. You're good, brother. I'm just gonna finish this up, or wrap this up, and then call it and whatnot.
Should they succeed, there will be one more Taoist master to carry the method forward. And if they fail, their remaining Qi is gathered within the May tree to aid us in subduing the beast when it next awakens. Either way, the outcome is favorable. And either way, their deaths will not be in vain.
You laid out so plainly. Do your students know? Do they know their master sees them as mere fuel for her designs?
Does it matter? Each one of them knows longevity comes at a price. Do you think any of them would have joined me if they were not willing to risk their lives? Does any price we pay matter if it means subduing the beast?
Jessica, there's no join it. Paper Heron turns her head away.
No matter the cost, I said. I gave you my word. This is but a small portion of the sacrifices I am prepared to make.
You also promised to do your best to care for your students.
If the beast breaks free, every one of them will perish, whether on that fateful day or any other. They have the same choice. Aid me, or else die a pointless death. I should hope you know me well enough to trust that I do not undertake this selfishly. Do you not see that I am doing only what must be done?
Keeping Lanzhou subdued will not require nearly this much tea. With the tea you've gathered, the lives you've sacrificed, you could kill the beast.
At some point, the wind in the courtyard had stilled completely. Master Ren raises her head and fixes Paper Heron with a mocking stare.
You were given a weapon of magnificent power. The capability to sense the cycle of all things, and even manipulate the wax and wane of life itself. Yet, the White Horse School merely used it to clear the blockage of Qi in Lanzhou, an all-powerful sword produced to a tamer's whip.
Because Lanzhou must not die.
Paper Heron, you of all people are the last I expected to say such a thing. You lost your school, your friends, your masters to this beast, and you would have it remain a threat forever? What good would come of that?
The Xiandao beasts play a necessary part in the workings of heaven. A far greater danger may come of its death. One that extends far beyond Huanzhou. Have I not taught you as much?
Then why should I follow your teachings, Why should I bind my students, and their students alike, to an endless cycle of subduing the beast? Humans have a strange attachment to their legacies. But to be Yao is to be defined by one short life. I intend to make mine echo through the ages. Lanzhou will perish, and the cycle will end. And all for a small price. No more endless duties passed from hand to hand. No more deaths in service of legacy. Our school will never suffer as yours did. As for me, I will share the power released from the dead beast with my students. And together, we will ascend to immortality.
Oh, she takes a deep breath. She opens her eyes again, her voice is cold as winter.
This goes against the way. It isn't natural.
What does it mean for a thing to be natural? Would it not have been natural for you to let me die under that May tree, but you didn't? My very life is proof that the way can be defied. Perhaps there is risk in diverting the cycles of heaven, but how much greater are the rewards?
Wow.
If there is risk, I take it gladly. I will slay the beast and free Huanzhou and its people from its threat. Then I will ascend.
And if you fail?
I had a
what
feeling
will
she was
happen
the
to
villain in the beginning.
I won't fail.
Silence follows, broken by the returning wind as it rustles the May tree's branches. Master Ren doesn't betray a hint of doubt, but her former master's reply comes like a sharp cut.
Your pride has blinded you.
Suddenly an arcane light flashes before Master Ren's eyes. She raises her brush in defense, but is driven back a dozen steps.
Are Are you really the same woman I called Master? All I have done is speak honestly, yet you answer with a lethal strike. You lecture me about pride, then dare to take my life? But if you choose to stand in my way, then I must take yours.
Okay. What? Oh, wait. I can't use my paper heron? What the? Okay, well.
Very well. Let me try my hand.
I've got your back. Don't take a wrong step.
This move feel familiar? It's been decades since we parted, Heron. In that time, I have made every day count.
Let's settle this.
Copy that! Ah, an interesting one.
Easy lah.
Hold your breath.
Crackers and fireworks!
葱幽的微，墨韵虚无。
Thunder Talisman Scientific Version!
Oh.
가슬린가?
Have I trained you so poorly?
Everyone strikes at Master Ren's weak point, but her opponent abandons resistance, instead raising the longevity sword like a hostage.
What?
Oh. Caught off guard, Heron is forced to withdraw her attack mid-strike. She barely retrieves the longevity sword, leaving a scar on the sheath. Yet she cannot escape the backlash of her own arcane skill.
Why do you stay your hand, Heron? Strike me down if you truly believe it to be just. Or is it that you care more for this sword than any living thing? You have lost more than your senses, Master. Make whatever claims you like, but I see your empty heart. All that matters to you is your legacy, your mission. And I was only a tool. Are you now too blind to see how deep your hypocrisy runs?
Enough.
Seren clutches her chest and coughs up blood.
All the decades I have given in preparation. You cannot stop me now. Not when I am this close to success.
She raises her brush, gathering energy, and as the veins bulge in her forehead. At last, she lunges at her in a furious charge.
What?
Her Heron retreats a step, but fails to evade the attack entirely. Sharp pain tears through her chest. Seeing that Master Ren shows no sign of relenting, Paper Heron has no choice but to cast another incantation. Smoke clears before Master Ren stands only a paper figure clutching a sword.
Master! Should we go after her?
Go. Whether dead or alive, she must not escape with the longevity sword. Bring it to me, intact.
Yes, Master!
Yeah, scatter. She casts one final sneering glance at the scrawny matron in the courtyard, then flicks her sleeves and leaves. I like how it's like not even showing Reed at all. An Eastern promise. Words weighed heavier than his own life.
The night is dry! Beware of fire! The night is dry! Beware of fire!
The night watch's gong reverberates into the night. Only then does Chung Higuang jump from the tree, studying the alley before him
Is this
intently.
where the strange parade was last seen?
Hey, you! What are you doing out here at this hour?
Ooh, it's her!
Chung Higuang turns toward the source of the sound. Yang Wu and Du Lu have cornered a wounded woman.
Yang Wu, Du Liu, what's going on?
Seeing the two exchange an awkward glance.
Well now, fate always finds a way to put enemies in your path, eh?
Chief, we were on patrol duty and we ran into the Taoist. She was the one with the School of May.
Chung Higuang lowers his eyes as he spots the woman, his right hand falling instinctively to his blade.
What are you doing here?
Long story.
He ignores her response, instead sweeping his eyes over the woman's bloodstained robes.
Chief?
Return to your patrol. I will take her to the Yamen later.
But Chief, the commander ordered us to...
Du Lao gives his partner a prod with his elbow and takes over the conversation.
Let's go, Wu. I'm sure the chief has his own score to settle with her.
His own score? Ah.
Wang Yu at last realizes what's going on and nods knowingly.
Just a few questions. Is that alright?
Of course. Take your time, Chief. We were never here.
Two cup their fists in salute and hurry away.
Much appreciated. Seems you and I just can't seem to avoid each other.
Pippa leans against the wall, she coughs, and a small trickle of blood escapes her lips.
Would you be willing to hear what I have to say? I need a favor. It's about the safety of this city.
Hmm. The believers hold torches, gathering in the square beside the pond.
As difficult as it is to believe, we must face the truth. Paper Heron has turned against us.
But wasn't she your guide to longevity? Why would she turn her back on us after all her efforts?
She's been kind to us, and we have paid her our respect. How did it come to this?
Her long life has hardened her heart to us. But when we succeed and join her in longevity, her status and authority will be challenged.
I can't believe this.
The moment she learned of our goal, she chose to become an obstacle. Now that she has taken the longevity sword, her position is clear. Remember, the teeth from that sword is instrumental to our success. Without it, we will not survive.
The Yabba below the platform grow restless. Emotions flash across their faces. Surprise, sorrow, and anger.
I knew it. At first, I thought she cared when she gave us those amulets. But when she challenged Master Ren, I realized it was all a farce.
All that talk about the right path and serving the way. As if we had the time to do any of that.
I just ordered the One Piece collab meal from Popeyes. Wait, really? I think I saw a thumbnail. I forgot who made it, but I think they were saying they don't know if it's as good as they thought it was, but I don't know. Hopefully it's good.
We sacrificed so much for longevity. We can't fail now.
I haven't had Popeyes in a while.
The quelling array will weaken. I can still subdue the beast with elixirs, but it will leave me without the strength to shield you from harm.
Yeah, hopefully it's good.
But we still have a chance. I wounded her when she wrestled the sword from me. We must take it back before she recovers. So I bid you, go forth and find her. Secure the sword at any cost.
Gum fruit juice and a chopper cupcake?
But before you risk your lives this night, hear these words. The path before us is set. We will slay Lanju and draw upon its power to ascend. If you do not share our purpose, you may still leave.
Erupts. Heated protests and arguments drowning out all else.
My family is long gone, and I wouldn't have made it this far without Master Ren's teachings. I will stand with her and bring the sword back.
I traveled all the way from Liaodong, and I'd have died last month if not for Master Ren's help. I'll do whatever I can to return the sword.
Either we die tonight, or we live forever!
It seems this is the only path left for us.
Everyone else agrees.
April and Butterfly exchange a meaningful glance. Lost amid the fervent crowd, they joined their growing cries, hesitant and then wholeheartedly.
Then I too will stand with Master Ren.
I stand with Master Ren.
We all stand with Master Ren.
Oaths and shouts of support spread like waves in a stun-lined pond, pouring back over themselves into the once tranquil courtyard as a cacophony of sound. Then their master raises her hands, signaling the believers to quiet down.
You have my thanks. Do not let fear get the better of you. The final hour approaches. The array is ready. I shall do all that is in my power to enact our plan, with or without the sword. Meet me under the May tree at the first double hour this night. Together, we will seek our ascension to longevity.
Okay. Century-old tale can be told in mere sentences. Chung Higuang looks at her in astonishment, fitting the scattered fragments of his investigation to a clear picture at last.
So then, those dead animals were the Yao who failed in the pursuit of the method.
Her nods.
Lanju will soon awaken. If we don't stop Ren, her actions may throw the balance of life out of order and put all of Huanzhou in danger. We need to evacuate the townsfolk as soon as we can. Time's running out, but I'm wounded. It will be a while before I can move again. Will you aid me in this?
His mouth opens in surprise, but the words don't come. After a moment's deliberation, he makes his decision.
This is no small favor. It'll take the effort of every soldier and constable in town to evacuate the people in time. Even if I believe you, my superiors won't be so easily convinced.
Then, how about this?
Bows her head and draws a longevity sword from within her robes, channeling a thread of chi into it. The white blade emanates a cold, bright light. Seems almost alive for a moment.
Long ago, when His Eminence walked the land, 2 white horsetails were bestowed upon him as a reward for his service to the Way. Those tails were forged into a pair of jade swords. I carry only one of them, a rare Taoist implement, passed down to me by my master, from his master before him. It means more to me than my life. I swear on it. I have told you nothing but the truth. Were you to present this sword to your people, might they?
It'll do.
Takes a short gaze over the May pattern and the Bagua array.
The High Lords of this town have close ties with the School of May. They will recognize this sword.
Then take it. Look after it well.
She uses the sword and offers it to him. He receives it with both hands, feeling the blade's weight.
You're leaving the sword to me, just like that?
Lowers her eyes, managing a weak smile.
This sword means more to me than my life. Yes. But I once valued it so greatly that I lost sight of what is truly important. In the end, it's only a sword. And what purpose does a sword have if it is not used to protect?
Well said. You have my word. I will protect it with my life. Should anything go wrong, I will bring my head to you.
How would you do that, huh? In the deep darkness of the night, Paper Heron cannot see the young man's face, but his resolute tone paints a picture the light could not. She lifts herself just enough to reach his shoulder.
Now what would I do with a young man's head, eh? Worry not. I'm a tea reader. I can trace the sword wherever it goes. Now go. Run won't give up the sword easily, so be careful. I'll find you once I'm back on my feet.
Distant screams and wails drift through the air. Across the county, fires burst and flicker against the night sky. Yeah, shadows slide across the wall. Any doubt that Paper Heron speaks the truth vanishes from him.
What if...
Just go.
Chung Heguang grits his teeth, takes a longevity sword to his side, and leaps onto the high wall.
Chung, I owe you for this, for setting aside grudges and helping me. I know the School of May burned down your home. If we survive this, I'll help you build a new one.
The School of May?
These words, the young man atop the wall turns around, his usually stern face broken into a rare, wild-eyed smile.
To tell you the truth, I set that fire myself.
Wait, what?
That's what I kind of thought too. What the hell? Her eyes widen in surprise, but the tiles stand empty before she can respond. Before her, Yao surge from the shadows in their true forms, eyes gleaming green beneath the moon.
Well now, never judge a book by its cover, eh?
Heron! Return the sword at once!
And if I refuse, come. Let me see how Run trains her students.
Time to die!
Ah, finally!
Is this a...
It's got your back. Don't take a wrong step.
What is this guy? Hog Badger? Guardian Grass? And Katydid.
Easy, lad.
Let me think on it. An intro.
Copy that.
How about that?
What a bloom.
Thunder Talisman, scientific version. Was I able to take care of everyone?
Yamen, ancient Jew county. The Yamen is silent. The building beneath the roof's beastly guardians has not moved. Chung Heguang crosses over the gate. In a few strides, he reaches the still lit study and extends his hand toward the door. A familiar voice stops him in place.
There's someone else inside.
For most considerate, he crouches and places his ear up to the door.
It truly was a masterstroke. Had it not been for your arrest, the Yao wouldn't have turned to me so quickly, or in such numbers.
As an otter drives fish into the lake, and the eagle leads birds into the woods. The hunter must know where his prey will run.
You have honored your word. I will keep your efforts in mind when I next speak to your superiors. I have one more favor to ask.
Conversation grows indistinct as fury clouds Chung Heguang's focus. Clarity returns, but only after he finds himself standing resolutely behind a door that has been kicked wide open.
Li Huifeng!
Time to die. Pain and gain. Tearing free from his shackles, he soars. Study. The door swings back toward him, and he instinctively pushes it aside. Ink droplets fly across his face. He sidesteps, revealing the longevity sword strapped to his back.
You do indeed work wonders, Commander. My lost sword has shown up at your door before I even asked for it.
The elegant woman is in Taoist robes withdraws her brush mockingly, looking over to the commander. He offers a response. Instead, his eyes linger on the blade Cheng Heguang now holds half-drawn.
Heguang, take a seat.
He gestures toward a chair in the room. Cheng Heguang doesn't budge, his hand trembling over the grip of the sword.
Pardon the intrusion, Master Ren. This is Cheng, the subordinate I've mentioned, a promising young man. He has proven to be of great use.
Cheng Heguang makes it clear he will not offer a greeting. Li Huafeng decides not to insist before introducing him to the woman, as if his arrival had been nothing more than a social visit.
Heguang, this is Master Ren, the head of the School of Mei and a respected friend of Lord Lu. I have told her of your hardships, and she has expressed her sympathies.
Well met, Chief Constable Cheng. Your commander speaks highly of you. I hope you do not bear me any ill will. I understand some blame my school for your unfortunate fire. You have suffered a great deal of troubles. I can only imagine how far your star would rise if it weren't for your unfortunate parentage. If fate has led us to meet this day, it must have its reasons. I cannot do much.
Does it now?
But I may offer some aid to your career.
She removes a token from her waist and tosses it before the young constable.
A personal gift from the venerable Lord Lu. His influence carries quite far. I'm sure you know. I wonder how he might look upon the constable that returned my sword to me. With our recommendation, a promotion would certainly follow.
Cheng Heguang maintains its grip on the blade, not sparing the token on the ground, even the courtesy of a glance.
You've been conspiring all along. All that talk of evidence. It was just an attempt to stall me. You've been in their pocket from the start.
Heguang.
Time to die. His commander interjects, attempting to douse the young constable's fiery accusations.
Pick up the token. Is this not what you've always wanted? To redeem your family name? Take it. Your long-cherished wish can come true.
His voice drips out at a measured pace, as always. Cheng Heguang stares in disbelief. The blade shadow on the wall wavers.
Li Huifeng! Have you lost your senses? Do you hear yourself? If she takes the sword, she will bring calamity upon us all! Not only do you act as an agent of evil, allowing her to harm your people, but you even dare to profit from their suffering! You...
Dallas woman begins to laugh, as if their exchange had only been an amusing story.
Agent of evil. Profit from their suffering. Have you looked at yourself, Chief Cheng? Haven't you been arresting Yao day and night for the sake of your own glory? Are you not the very reason they sought refuge at my door?
That is a perversion of the truth! I should have seen it before. The reversion bell. How else could our town have come by a Taoist relic? The parade itself was your doing!
For all of the Yao you imprisoned and interrogated. You still had no knowledge of our designs, did you? Those poor, pitiful Yao, only wanting another day to live, crushed beneath the chief's boots in his hunger for power.
Lies! They were arrested for deceiving the people, not for my benefit!
Deceiving the people? And what lie was it that drove them to beg for the method of longevity? Were they deceived, or did they only accuse me out of spite after being turned away? Some investigation. As you strode through that prison, did it ever cross your mind that the truth may be the very opposite?
We only want a little more time in this world, Chief Chung. Why must you stand in our way? Only a few borrowed days! We never hurt anyone! I've done nothing wrong! Release me! Every moment is precious!
Cold sweat drips over Chang Guang's temples, realizes with some pain that this woman speaks the truth.
You needn't trouble yourself, Chief Chung. In fact, I should thank you. Were it not for your diligence, I'd have never gathered so much qi in such a short time. Whether Huanzhou is saved or meets its ruin this night, much of the credit shall be yours.
He glares, eyes raging with fury, but the Taoist master no longer seems willing to entertain him as he drifts to Li Huifeng's side.
You humans are odd indeed. Have you not spent your entire life attempting to cleanse yourself of your father's dishonor? Why shy away from your actions now, when they might finally be rewarded?
That's not why I did it! I didn't...
He Guang.
Oh my god. Before he realizes it, Li Huifeng has already retrieved the token from the floor. Chang Guang sees it clearly for the first time, a symbol of power inlaid with gold and silver.
Pick up the token and put down the sword. You have heard too much. You can't stay here any longer. Take the token and go. Find a new life for yourself elsewhere.
Brushes away the dust and extends the token toward Chang Guang.
Or, have you forgotten the vow you made to me?
Yes.
What is your want?
My father brought shame not only upon himself, but upon those who placed their trust in him. I swear, I will not make the same mistake. It is said that a warrior is a warrior, and a bandit is a bandit. But I am not my father, and I will remove the stain on my family name. Commander, all I ask is one chance.
Chief Chung, I pray you would not hold my words against me. They were spoken in the heat of the moment. You are human, and we are Yao. Beings of different kinds are never of one mind. Our natures simply do not align, so your interests clash with ours. Why blame yourself for what was bound to happen?
Between truth and lies, their voices grow distant, then near, back and forth like a swinging pendulum. Though the autumn wanes, outside, inside the air, it feels thick and stifling.
A warrior is a warrior, and a bandit is a bandit. Beings of different kinds are never of one mind. So that's how it is.
Then backed into the corner, no escape remains.
Commander, for the last time, are you aware that Huanzhou now lingers at the edge of destruction?
Under the lamplight, his mentor's expression remains unclear, but his voice holds steady and darkly calm.
Yes and no. Does it even matter?
Fair point. A fair point!
All his rage, shock, and disappointment dissolve into a single bitter laugh. And then as Chung Higuang's blade leaves its sheath as ink strides toward his waist. Flash several oil lamps are extinguished. The token shatters into worthless scrap under the ink's force.
I should have known. For years, I worked to prove myself to you, hoping my merits would prove the strength of my character. I was so fixated on my goal that I failed to see the truth. Now, I see it clearly. Seeking favor from people like you only led me deeper into dishonor.
Like $17 with the DoorDash out, it was like 20. That's the One Piece meal? I see.
I never cared about promotions or power. I only ever wanted to do what was right.
Wait, what did it say? He shook his head ruefully, mourning years of wasted effort.
If I picked up that token, I will be betraying all that I believe in.
Here's this Chief Constable's token from his waist and throws it to Li Hui Fong's feet.
Commander, you claim that it doesn't matter what you know. You think that I should be a soldier and follow what you say, but I see now. I am a bandit, and I always will be. I want no place among your kind.
Flickering lamplight, Li Hui Fong's blade flashes forward before his eyes.
Your father was once my friend. After what happened, I took it upon myself to aid you through your difficulties. But it seems you're too stubborn to be helped.
Okay. How much health does he have?
Don't take it on step. Так ярко и тепло.
I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I just want to see 23,000 health. Okay.
Let me think on it.
Or maybe take a deep breath.
Concentrate and visualize. What a bloom.
Was I able to take care of everyone?
Two men meet in a furious clash of blades and incantations, reducing the room around them to shambles. But at the height of their deadlock, Master Ren intervenes, suddenly striking Chung Higuang with her palm, forcing him back several steps.
You hopeless fool! Surrender the sword at once!
I gave my word to protect it. I've made many mistakes. I will not make another. If you want the sword, you'll have to kill me first!
Dallas flicks her sleeves dramatically as her shadow on the wall transforms like a serpent shedding its skin. Her gentle facade shatters, falling away like a cascade of ash. She's bald! Master Ren draws her iron brush and closes the distance in mere strides.
Can't hold out much longer.
Dazed by her assault, he misses a slip of red paper drifting past him.
Eyes forward! There's no escape now!
Oh.
Chun, take the sword! My thanks. I hope I'm not too late.
You are late. Wait, is he gonna start another fight? Oh. Never mind. Hmm. What the heck is all these? What are these numbers up here? Okay, well. Earthquake? Significance of the insignificant? No matter how small they are, they will fight to make a difference. Baron catches the sword midair, using its edge to deflect the ink droplets surging toward her from the side. Seeing this, Master Ren lunges forward half a step, barring the doorway.
Return the sword to me.
Not while I yet breathe.
So be it. It will spare me from listening to another of your worthless lectures. You entrusted that sword to me long ago. Why not simply hand it over and return to your carefree wandering? Perhaps you aren't so free from desire.
Now it's time to die. You can have one helper. Why can't I use my paper heron?
Very well. Let me try my hand.
Так ярко и тепло. Don't take it on step.
It pains me how you suffer, Master. I can't bear to see it a moment longer. So, I will fulfill your wish. So long.
Enough words.
I'm to die?
Easy, that.
Ah, an interesting one. Let me
hold your breath. 唔該晒，Lily。
从幽斗微，墨韵虚无，天道必反，其势好还。
But only for an instant.
梗係我捉你，唔係你捉我。
Amid the flames, blades flash. Paper Heron and Master Ren remain locked in combat. Beams blaze above them. Chung Haguang dodges as collapsing timber falls nearby, only now realizing that his commander has vanished within the smoke and fled into the night. Suddenly, as if 10,000 drums were struck at once, the earth trembles and quakes.
What's going on?
Paper Heron whips around and toward the patch of sky visible through the study's courtyard.
Lanzhu, the beast has awakened.
The moment has come at last. You are weak, Heron. Your chi will not be enough to contend with Lanzhu. Keep the sword if you must. I will ascend with or without it.
Triumphant laughter rings out as she leaps away over the growing fires.
She!
Don't, Chung. It's too late.
No. Wait, is that it? Oh. Darkness engulfs half the sky, devouring the moonlight. The earth trembles as if it were breathing. Panicked civilians flood the streets. Fire-like columns of smoke rise over the other half. Beams collapse. Bricks crumble. The calamity has arrived.
Earthquake! It's an earthquake! The ground is splitting apart! I saw someone fall into it! Help! Get help!
My house!
This is Lanzhu's power.
Ren has agitated it, forcing its tea to surge, just so she can siphon it for herself. She is inviting a disaster greater than any known before.
Against the swirling trample of the helpless civilians, a parade advances, chanting above the panicked din around them.
What on earth is happening?
Tantalize untraveled! But the end has begun! Think salvation in longevity!
Salvation? Longevity? How? Help us, Immortal One!
They think Ren is here to save them. Ridiculous!
Herren stands amid the wreckage of a street, feeling strangely helpless despite herself. She holds the longevity sword, bows her head, and lets out a deep sigh.
This is all because of me. I brought all of this upon us. When the White Horse School collapsed, I couldn't bear to see the method of longevity disappear. I believed that sharing it with Ren would be for the benefit of all. But I forgot that with fortune comes disaster, and how easily a well-intended deed can lead to peril. The method itself is not wicked, and those who put their faith in Ren are not evil in nature. But I entrusted a dangerous tool to the wrong person. I am the one to blame.
Able to read her expression, you cannot help but see the hellish disaster reflected in the depths of her eyes.
And I must be the one to end it.
Herren surveys the scene ahead of her.
You need to leave.
Leave? Where to?
Anywhere but here. If you go now and run day and night, you may yet survive.
Why?
She looks up, surprised at the fury in Chung Heguang's tone.
If I flee now, how am I any different from those cowardly lords? I may no longer be Chief Constable, but I still answer to my conscience.
You don't fear death?
I fear living in regret.
Clutches his fist. The fire in his eyes burns brighter than any mere reflection.
You trusted me with your sword. I cannot repay you with abandonment. Li Huifeng has fled, but I still have his token to command the other constables. I will aid you in any way I can.
But this is no ordinary crisis. I cannot guarantee your safety.
The way she points
All the more reason. I'll come find you once I instruct the other constables to evacuate the townsfolk.
The young man's resolve, Paper Herren nods.
Be careful.
Exchange a quick glance. Chung Heguang turns and leaps back into the burning ruins. Paper Herren casts an incantation and vanishes from the spot. Okay. No turning back. Hold on, I'm just trying to see if it shows you. Oh no, it didn't. Just trying to see what else. No turning back. She walked into fire and burned to ash. The May Tree, ancient Ju County. Lightning tears through the thick cloud, shaking the earth with each strike. Master N stands before the May Tree, unmoved by the clashing of earth and sky. Students sit around her in a ring with muted, fearful reverence. Mayfly is among them, sitting at the front.
This May Tree has ever been the root of our school. And now, it is the key to our greatest triumph. We must protect it at all costs. Now, on my command, form the array.
天地自然，晦气分散。天地自然，晦气分散。
The leaders channel their energy into the ray. The ground shakes violently as a massive sinkhole opens around them, swollen sand and stones. Soon after, water wells up from the pit, forming into a lake. Golden rays shoot out from the lake, projecting daylight onto the clouds like a rising sun.
The balance will be broken, and the sun and moon shall share the sky. So that's what the warning was about. The beast has battled with the White Horse School for a millennium. But today, it will die by my hand.
But where is the beast?
Its body has long merged with the land. This very lake is its eye, the only part we may yet reach. The time has come. Let it begin.
八方威神，一气化形。
As Ren begins an incantation and chants, a typhoon erupts around her, whipping their new lake into a frothing whirlpool. Beneath the golden shimmer, a Bagua ray appears at the lake's edge, locking it down like a cage of light.
This quelling array has been the work of decades. Once it begins, there will be no escape for Lanzhu. Its death is certain. With it, I will reach my goal, even without the sword.
Suddenly, Yam vanishes in the smoke. A red light breaks through.
Be gone!
As Ren leaps to dodge the attack, but Paper Heron's paper slips through faster, and a few pieces tear at her robe's hem.
Stop her!
Yes, master.
Several soldiers form a defensive line, long swords pointing out at the two.
You have to get past us first, Heron.
Stand back. I'm not here to fight you.
Yet the Yao don't move. They stare at Paper Heron expectantly.
Take this!
Silver streaks flashing, breaking the standoff. The Yao are helpless to deflect the sudden barrage of needles.
Master!
That was only a brief moment of distraction. Master Ren staggers against the immense pressure crushing down on her. Before the Yao can react, Chong Huguang drives his blade into the quelling array, seeking an opening to strike its core.
Protect the array!
Stop this now, Ren. If the array shatters, it will bring about your annihilation.
Enough talk. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Get out of my way.
Okay. Balanced mode. I mean, I'm just gonna use Paper Heron still in the team.
I've got your back.
The Plant 2 team.
Так ярко и тепло.
How much health does she have? 42,000?
Easy lah. Copy that. Crackers and fireworks.
Flying feathers.
Rise. Thunder Talisman, scientific version.
She's not dead, right? Damn, she's like a giant dragon.
I've got your back. Так ярко и тепло.
What happened to her?
She's absorbed too much tea from both her students and Lanzhu. Different forms of tea conflict with each other. They're twisting her physical form.
Relax. Or maybe take a deep breath. Let me help, please.
Face me. Go.
You lack the strength to hold so much qi. If you push yourself any further, your body will collapse.
I know what I'm doing. There's no turning back.
dangerous.
She's just dead?
Don't take a wrong step. I've got your back.
No! Everyone! Protect the array!
Get into formation! The array mustn't fall! Stop this! Killing Lanchu will not bring you longevity. It will only serve to make the calamity greater. We must transfer our qi to Master Ren!
He's fallen! Push harder! We must cover for the loss!
This is endless!
No.
梗係我捉你，唔係你捉我啊！
With an earth-shattering scream, Master Ren's body shrivells up like a burst grape. Wow. Blood-stained fragments scattering apart like May petals. The wind reveals her human form and buries the fallen believers. Paper Heron struggles to reach Mayfly.
Mayfly, you mustn't feed any more of your qi to the array.
She's like,
You're
you
draining
mustn't.
yourself away.
She reaches out desperately, trying to pull her little friend to safety, yet Mayfly doesn't move.
I can't turn back now, Hera.
Struggling, she pulls the amulet from her pocket and lays it beside her along with that wrinkled note.
Thank you for helping me get this far. I wanted this. I wanted to try. I have no regrets.
Oh! She jumps over, unable to even pull herself up, yet she raises her head and looks toward Paper Heron.
Good sister, let go now. Your wish has been fulfilled.
Master Ren struggles to her feet, clinging to the array, unwilling to abandon her chance at ascension. The wind whips and howls around the lake, then as her chi at last runs out, Mayfly's body collapses. The amulet and note are swept up in the typhoon, torn to shreds.
Mayfly!
Hera, watch out!
She loses focus for only a moment, but it's enough time for several blades to strike at her. Chang Heguang whirls around and blocks them with the sheath of his blade. Strength fails her. Paper Heron suddenly feels as if the sword in her hand were as heavy as a mule. Black clouds press down against the sky. Thunder rolls. The earth tears open and slams shut. Sheets of coarse sand billow through the air. Honjo is lost. Cries of anguish fill the streets. Even the constables can barely protect themselves. There's no place left to run. Behind Master Ren, more Yao fall. Fox, hair butterfly. Paper Heron looks to Mayfly's spot. Nothing remains there but a tuft of reeds, trampled by other frantic Yao, but his loss can never be recovered. Countless torn fragments swirl around, caught in the raging typhoon. They drift past her, like everything in the world always has, leaving nothing marked on her stone heart.
Why? Why come all this way in seeking to extend your life, only to give it up so easily? Why must you come to this world, only to leave it so soon?
Question that might as well be asked to all living things. She stands alone in the air, holding the longevity sword. The world around her has become a void of darkness.
I spent so long trapped inside that tree that I forgot what it felt like to be a part of the world. Joy, sorrow, and pain became like distant memories. But what is this bitterness that racks my heart now?
Lowers her head and examines the sword in her hands. Some of the chi stored inside the longevity sword flows out into the array, floats through the air like silk drawn from a cocoon.
Come, Helen, come. You must be starved after that attention. I've saved you some taro. Best not let the master see it.
Cheeky little rascal. I hope no one finds out you were my student on your travels.
You saved my life. I swear I will repay you. I'll do whatever it takes.
So, it. Amazing, right? I told you it's delicious. I wanted this. I wanted to try. I have no regrets.
Over here, Heron! Under the May tree!
Remember, Paper Heron. In the end, we need only answer to our conscience.
It seems she replayed countless times over 100 years, now vanished from her in a single moment. Heron tilts her head back, and a single tear shatters against the sheath.
I understand now. It wasn't my isolation that numbed my senses. It was regret. For 100 years, it was the only thing I knew.
She draws a longevity sword from its sheath, her hand slow and deliberate, revealing the white jade blade.
The beast's rage has grown beyond control. Whether Ren ascends or not, Huanzhou will fall to ruin. Unless...
All things return to the
Master,
beginning.
now I understand why I survived. I have an unfinished purpose. And now I will realize it.
She grips the longevity sword with both hands. A crack forms across the blade.
Only one who witnessed the first seal as it was forged long ago can see this done.
Far beneath her, Master Ren takes notice of the change in her former teacher.
Karen, what do you think you're doing? If you shatter the sword, those Yao will have died for nothing, and the White Horse School will be gone forever.
Yet the howling wind drowns out her crying.
If the sword breaks, the method of longevity will die with it. And the legacy of the White Horse School will be forever lost.
Heron, you'll never forgive yourself for this. Shatter the sword, and everything here will be sealed for another 100 years or more. Your new friends included.
Do it! If you believe it is necessary. Do not hold back.
You're mad! How could you be willing to seal yourself into that tree again?
For years, I have dwelled on the day my master
She goes back in the tree?
Trying to understand his thoughts, his fears, his hopes. My mind is set. Even if I must give up my senses and become like stone again. Like him, once again, I will shatter the sword. And like him, once again, I will feel no regret. See you in 100 years.
Wow. Uh-oh. That means she's probably gonna wake up soon. Alright? In the present. That's why Reed's able to, like, talk to her. Goodbye, friend. I'll be back.
See you in 100 years.
A familiar voice from 100 years ago fades in the wind before the May tree. A figure materializes. The image grows more solid and vivid, exactly as Reed saw in the memories.
Heron!
As her form solidifies, Reed can't suppress a gasp.
I get it now. Those wind knots were frozen by the power of the longevity sword. That's why the Windweave's been experiencing so much interference. And Heron, she's been trapped here for all these years?
Aw. Emil trots out happily, eager to bring its friends, old and new, together at last. Seeing a reed frozen in place, it gently tugs at her, taking a blade of grass on her head into its mouth.
Stop that. She's not a snack.
She laughs. The old mule reluctantly trots aside and lingers beside the May tree.
It is good to finally see you in person. Read it. I sincerely apologize for the trouble.
She's back!
There was little I could do from within the seal. You look well, though. I'm glad.
When you said you'd find me, I didn't think you meant like this. It was you, wasn't it? The wind, the paper notes, you used them to guide me here, didn't you?
I did. I believe you've seen this little tea trick a few times by now. Within the seal, I was unable to communicate with the outside world, until those curious strings were put up.
Raises her finger and points first at the old May tree and then at the telephone pole standing next to its canopy.
An odd tea runs through them, one I found I could control. That's how I got on the forum.
Oh. Reading this and is making mental notes of her questions until she arrives at a realization. The World Wide Web.
Strings? You mean the cables? You're telling me you can connect to the internet through Qi?
It is a remarkable technology. Though, at times, the tea would disappear. When that happened, I could no longer reach you.
Well, as much as I'd like to dive into it, I really would. Let's save it for another time. Kinda on a deadline here.
Thompson stares at Paper Heron.
I did what you asked, Heron. I untied all the knots. Now it's time for you to hold up your end of the deal. Only, you said that the method would die along with the sword. So, you never really planned on passing it on to me, huh? Or, by teach me, did you mean showing me your story in the wind knots?
She studies Reed. Her smile and tone are just as Reed remembers, light and warm.
You are so very much like her.
Her?
Mayfly. She too was a reed. Sprouting in spring, withering by winter. And just like her, you move with haste in every single moment.
The name that they both know lingers in the air, stirring up memories and melancholy.
Mayfly.
That's why I reached out when I saw your post. Fate really seems determined to bring your kind to me. There's one last knot. I want you to be the one to undo it.
Another one? But didn't I already...
The story has yet to come to an end. The method of longevity didn't truly die with the sword. When I shattered it, I truly didn't expect I'd ever wake again. I thought the method of longevity would die with me, and even less that I'd be awakened by this new tea.
The sigh she brushes the old May tree as if closing a door behind her.
The sword may be gone, but it was nothing more than a vessel. Now that I've returned, the method of longevity lives on, and I shall pass it on to you as thanks for your help.
Okay. Her heartbeat quickens in her chest.
Don't be afraid. It sounds complicated, but it only takes a moment to grasp. You've returned me to life. Please, allow me to extend yours.
Smiles and extends her hand, then nods to Reed.
Now, give me your hand.
The answer she has pursued across lifetimes finally within reach. Yet now that it's here, it gives an inexplicable panic.
Are you for real? Like, really real?
Having second thoughts?
Retouches her own hair with anxiety, more blades of grass, each one growing yellower with each passing day fall to the ground.
I would never wish to pressure you. An offer like this could take time to process. Perhaps you feel differently about longevity now, after seeing what happened to Mayfly.
A parent withdraws her hand and waits for Reed's answer.
Do you still wish for more time in this world, little Reed?
She reflects on the question for a long while. A moment later, she raises her head slowly and firmly. Oh.
I do. I know my time is short, but I still have a life to live, just like anyone else. And I have the right to live as long as I can, even if it's hard, even if it's impossible. I can't stop just because I'm scared. I want to live, to see more, write more, experience more. I'll do anything to have one more day, one more hour, even one more minute to live.
She steps forward with growing certainty.
I know that the me who sprouts next spring will be me in some way, but she'll never be me. My goals, my experiences, my thoughts, my work, they'll be lost forever. And even if that reed continues to sprout across 1,000 lives, it will never be me again. So I'll keep looking till my last leaves have withered away. At least then, I can go without any regrets.
Paper Heron's response begins with surprise, but soon her face adopts that familiar smile, serene and wistful.
Well said. Many have held back for fear of the risks. It's rare to see someone with such remarkable courage. I am glad to have at last found the right person.
She extends her hand a second time, offering Reed a sincere invitation.
Then repeat after me.
天地无极，任我裁量。
Reed reaches for the ending and answer she has yearned for. Her fingers meet the rough part.
天地无极，任我裁量。
Frozen wind cascades from her fingertips, then begins to flow. Suddenly, the illusion before her eyes shatters. Another unexpected figure emerges from within, laughing. Wait, what?
Finally, after all this time.
Figure beneath the May tree brushes away the ash from her shoulder. Reed steps back in shock. The name falters on her tongue, as if she's unable to believe it herself.
You're Ren?
Indeed. Now, come and pay respect to your master.
So, it was you who sent those messages on the forum, not Heron. And I've just...
Reed staggers, the depth of her mistake striking her with the force of a heavy blow. As her Ren's smile grows mad and overwide, unconcerned by her fear.
There's no need to be afraid. I may have used Paper Heron's name to bring you here, but I did not lie about the method of longevity.
Yeah, what's up, Guardian? How's it going, dude?
If you wish.
It's going, man. We're about to finish the story here and whatnot. Kind of wrapping up pretty soon, or the stream's wrapping up pretty soon. How's it going? Reaches for Reed's forehead. Her hand meets nothing but air.
You did all this to bring me here, just to make me your student. Why? What are you trying to do?
Question is met with a mocking laugh.
I had hoped you were wise enough to not mistake my kindness for malice.
What do you think of the Wuwa anniversary? It was okay. It wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the worst. I gave it like a 7 or like a 8 if I were to rate it or whatever.
All this fuss over a borrowed name.
I think a lot of people want.
You overlook the truth.
I mean, I watched it and like I mean, I agree.
Only hope to attain longevity.
I think like I don't know why like they just don't like giving out any like free like 5-star weapons, any free weapon characters or anything. It's just I don't know. Okay, where are we? Never thought she would be mad enough to shatter her school's legacy just to seal me away. The rising wind nearly swallows up her words.
So much time has passed. none who remember those days.
Yeah, I got the new character.
Only you and I.
And not even the howl of the wind is lost beneath the roar of cracking earth.
All those lives wasted because of her!
You're not gonna...
When it reads shock, Master N flicks her sleeve sharply and a patch of ground near the May tree's roots sinks. Water surging from the cracks beneath rock and soil, carrying panicked fish along with it.
If those cables hadn't been built, I wouldn't have awoken so soon. For that, I am grateful. I should thank you too, for untying those knots and freeing me from the seal. You see, unlike Master Heron, I ensure those who aid me are properly repaid. Come here.
Oh shit. Jinx read close. Chi gathers in her right hand and she aims at the newly formed lake. Leaves fall like rain from the tree as the earth buckles, ripples bounce across the water, and the water continues to rise.
Today the beast will fall, and I will ascend triumphant.
The lake overflows, soaking the parched yellow grass around it. The chaos of the scene matches the mounting panic surging through Reed's body. Forgetting everything else, she grabs at
Stop! You can't do this!
Master Ren's arm.
Jen?
She tumbles, almost falling into the lake. Just as the visions showed, Lanju's eyes were once a lake at this very spot. After centuries of slumber, it awakens.
I can't let her
Lake cries.
destroy the city!
Gil rushes toward the center of the lake. Signs and awnings, bikes and roof shingles, everything the wind touches is piled up in the rush.
I have to do something!
She can't reach her. It's too late now.
No need to worry.
Huh?
Somewhere in the groaning of the wind, she catches a faint, familiar voice.
Every creature, whether beast or man, wishes for more time in this world. But know this.
Where's my
those
camera?
at their peak will decline, and those that have fallen will rise. For it is the way to take from those in excess and give to those who lack. When Lanju sleeps, the world around it thrives. When it awakens, the world falls into ruin. All is in balance. The workings of heaven remain constant. There is no need to stop her.
Reed doesn't answer. She forces herself forward, the grass blades on her head, bending flat against the fierce wind. She strains with all her might, but Master Ren has already raised her hand, ready to strike.
It's too late. The beast ends today. And your mission with it. Ha!
Okay.
Lanju has awakened.
The beast is weak, but my teeth, it flows out from me. What have you done, Heron? I will never...
Oh my... She's a moth? Is that a... That's a moth, right? Oh shit. How many more is there? Like one more? One or two more maybe? Long time to see. Even after all I've seen, I will stop by the riverbank to watch the swaying of Little Reed. The rising mist blurs everyone's vision, glittering out of a terrified fleeing critter. Hand reaches in and lifts it up with ease, saving it from falling to the growing cracks. She remembers when they first met, she had been just as miserable then as she is now. Burning ozone smell hangs in the air. Paper Heron sits beneath the May tree and looks up. The lighting is gone. She sighs in relief and then glances toward her feet. Oh, she is a moth. black fuzzball. Weakened from multiple lightning strikes, Paper Heron looks down at it. Pity welling up in her for the creature despite everything.
Come here, little one. Come. My master always said we should remember the good done to us and find ways to repay it. You drew that lightning to the May Tree and freed me from my seal. Though it was an accident, I have reaped its benefits. And for that, I must give you my thanks. I have nothing of value save the method. Here. Now, be on your way.
She releases the struggling creature and it runs swiftly into the distant grass before vanishing from sight. Paper Heron raises her head. Another figure is walking toward her through the mist. The editor studies this new woman with a familiar face, cautious not to make the same mistake.
Paper Heron. Is that you? Is it really you?
The donkey. The old mule is inexplicably safe despite all the calamity, trots over and whinnies affectionately. Paper Heron pats its head and smiles at Reed.
Yes, read it. It's the real me this time.
I am here. Restaurant, Jew County. Restaurant by the lake has only just opened for the day, but it's already packed with customers. Visitors are willing to pay extra to see this new lake that appeared overnight.
What did I tell you? This place is blessed. So many bright talents. See those reporters? We're gonna be on TV.
So much for peace and quiet. I don't get it. What's so special about an old tree and a lake anyway?
Look on the bright side. Uncle Lee's been thinking about getting into the food business lately. With all these visitors, I bet he'll be moving into a big new house in no time. Isn't that right, Lee?
Sure is. When I've got the place settled, I'll have all of you over for a night of mahjong.
We'll be there, and we won't go easy on you at the table.
Do your worst.
Yeah, so the corner tables take turns stealing conspicuous glances in their direction. The waiter hurries over and sets down a plate of Fuliji roast chicken.
Thank you.
You on a visit? You don't look like you're from around here. We've been getting a lot of visitors lately. Just a heads up. Watch out for the tourist traps, eh? Some of the souvenirs in the gift shop are pure rubbish. Ah, just look at that sword. Exactly what I mean. What a shame. Better off spending your money on local cuisine, I'd say.
Appreciated. We just tried the duck and snail stew. Maybe Baljung's fish next.
She looks good in this. What the hell? Waiter turns away, Paper Heron taps the sword gently, but any sound it might make doesn't rise above the chatter of the restaurant. Lets her hand linger over the fractured blade and picks up their conversation.
So, what did you want to tell me, Reedy?
Reedy.
It's not a big deal, really. I just wanted to say it in person. I'm sorry, Heron.
The words pour out, bitter and regretful.
I shouldn't have fallen for Rin's trick. I knew something was off about her, but I guess I got greedy. If you hadn't come to my rescue in time,
There. It's over now. We needn't worry about what's in the past.
Picks up the sword playfully, weighs it in her hand, then sets it down.
Long ago, tea flowed strong in the world, surging and rolling like ocean waves. But now it is quieted. It no longer has the force to shake the plains or topple mountains, and the spells drawn from its power have lost much of their might. Lanzhu's power is much the same. That's why things didn't go Ren's way, even though she awakened the beast. When Lanzhu was strong, Ren could draw out its qi to strengthen herself. But the flow of its qi changed course. It draws in qi rather than letting it flow out. A necessary balance. This is the way. Lanzhu is unlikely to cause any disasters for a long time to come. You needn't worry.
Leans forward and offers a hat of comfort to Reed.
Thanks to you, everything's finally settled. Though, I can't help but take a little of the credit. I did do my best to guide you here.
Hold on.
Oops.
So, then you really were the one who guided me here. You wanted me to set Rin free from the seal?
Paper Heron lets the question hang in the air, offering only a knowing smile at first. When she speaks, her answer delicately pruned and insightful.
When I saw your post on the forum, I knew that you were a Yao, but I couldn't be sure of what you'd do until you showed up in person. Just like Mayfly, I knew you would take any risk to find the method, and I realized Ren would seize on your desire and exploit it. You wouldn't be put off by what you saw in the wind knots. I knew you'd see it through to the end. So when Ren took my name to approach you on the forum, I didn't stop her. Just like I didn't stop her from releasing Lanzhu. She would only be returning Qi to its rightful place, not disturbing it.
Voice drops after a brief pause. She continues.
One gains, and the other loses. In the end, what's lost returns to where it is needed, and thus, balance is maintained.
Oh, let me ban this bot.
Were it not for your resolve, none of this would have come to pass. And because all who took part in this, you, Ren, me, stood by each of our choices to the end, what started hundreds of years ago could at last come to its rightful end. So you see, there's no need to apologize. All unfolded as fate intended.
I see.
Reed lets out a long breath. Her grass blades wilt on her head.
I haven't found longevity, but at least I found a story worth telling. That's good enough for me.
Damn. She can hide the sting of regret in her voice, but she buries it as best she can. Yet Paper Heron seizes on it.
There's a little more to it, actually. In the spring after Mayfly's death, a green shoot grew from the place where she last stood. When winter came, it withered. But in each following spring, a sprout grew anew.
You mean, I'm...
In a way, Mayfly's wish has been fulfilled.
Yeah, I like this little epilogue.
Reed smiles as she closes her notebook.
I'm planning to write a couple more stories before winter comes. I hope the Reed that sprouts next year likes them too.
Aww. Frowns playfully.
I must say, you're quite inquisitive for a Reed. You'd likely make an excellent Taoist. Were you born in my time, many would have wanted you as their student. How about I...
Thanks for the offer, but I've always wanted to be a commissioning editor. I think I've had enough of Taoism for one lifetime.
Both laugh for a long while. Reed composes herself first. Thinks for a moment, then extends an invitation.
But how about we take a walk around the May Tree again?
That's how it ends it. Or not. Two figures approach the May Tree. One crouches low, the other stands nearby. Paper Heron looks up the tree full of red blossoms and pats the bark as if greeting an old friend.
This old thing will soon bloom more beautifully than ever.
The editor examines the stone bricks arranged around the tree, apparently recovered from some old house that collapsed years ago. Half-buried stone catches her attention.
This is...
She bends down and brushes away the layer of dirt covering its
Come
face.
on, Reedy. We'll still have some time if we take a shortcut to the streets.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Editor runs a few steps to keep up with her companion.
I gotta report back to the office soon. Tomorrow, or at least by the day after. What about you? What are you gonna do?
Heron tilts her head, gesturing toward a tall building in the distance.
I'll keep traveling. I seem to have missed a great deal over these last centuries. And, you know, my taste seems to have restored a little. Perhaps I'll search for a place with good food and stay there for a half-month.
I'd love to join you. If I still have time, that is. You'll still be on the forum, right? The same account?
Of course. And there's a friend I'd like you to meet.
The lake lies quiet as the wind laps gently over it, now a place where small creatures can gather to rest beneath the shade. Paper Heron scoops up the furball and strokes its sleek coat.
Hey, little one. Are you from around here? How about some fish for supper?
Seeing the cat lounge contentedly Beside them, Reed rests her hand on his back as well. She remembers her last question.
A friend, huh? Someone else you met on the forum? Who are they? Any idea what kind of food they like? There's a couple restaurants around here that look good.
You needn't worry. He'll be grateful to eat anything. And in fact, you already know him. Last time the seal took away my sense of taste. But his, at least, seems fine. He will have awakened by now. We can discuss it on the forum later.
Wait.
I have to say, the internet is quite amazing, connecting people from all corners of the globe.
It sure is.
Editor gazes at the silver line where the lake meets the sky. Who's the white cat supposed to be? Is that... She said he... Is that Chang? Wait, would he do that though? Or am I like... I can't put two and two together right now with that. Who's the cat supposed to be? Raising her arm, stretching her tense body.
So I got all worked up for nothing. But I guess I shouldn't complain. There's no cataclysm, no raging beast. Just a tree, a lake, and a gentle breeze over a quiet little path.
Indeed.
Watches the fish. I like the song. She watches the fish as they bob up from the lake, surfacing one moment, diving deep the next. One jumps up and ventures away the moment it hits the water.
It was all but a splash in the pond.
Is that it now? Oh, it is him! What time is it? What the... He became... What the heck? Okay. She... Interesting. I guess because they helped each other, or he helped her. What the heck? Wow. Okay, well that's that then. Damn. A lot of pauses in between the story for the second half on this one, but or like me coming and going, but dang. This was a slow burner one for sure for me. It took the first half was slow, but then I mean usually the second half's you know, it picks up and whatnot, but it was definitely like that for this one too. But man, I think the second half was like super good. I really did like it. What would I rate it though? Yeah, I mean, I really did like the ending. I don't know if I want to give it like an 8 or a 9. Maybe I'll give it like an 8. Maybe I'll give it like an 8, since the first half was kind of slow for me. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was like pretty solid. Not too shabby. I mean, I don't think I have a lot to, like, really talk about on it, but they didn't show Reed too much the second half, I'll say that. They didn't show her too much. But what else? What else is there? I kind of did predict that Ren was gonna be the villain a little bit. I saw her like visually and I was like, she's the bad guy. She's gonna be the villain. And she became the villain. Yeah, I was like, okay, well, I guess it's not too hard to like see that, but I liked how they wrapped it up in the end, to be honest. It was nice. How they eventually made it to modern day. We actually got to Reed got to see like actually got to see oh my god. What the heck is her name already? Paper Heron. The real Paper Heron, I should say. And then yeah, and then Reed accepting, you know, she's I guess, does she have, like, did she inherit something? I guess she inherited something from Mayfly, right? I guess she's, like, part of, like, the continuous cycle, or the cycle in and of itself that is happening with her. Is that, like, kind of, like, hinting that she kind of had, like, something with the longevity stuff, or whatever? Kind of like how she, like, little plants just keep, like, blooming over and over again, and like new reeds keep sprouting. Is that kind of hinting like that that in and of itself is like, you know? Yeah, you think so? That's what I'm thinking too. Like it feels like that's what they're trying to say right there. It's kind of nice. She kind of accepted it too. Like, so she doesn't. I mean, she would like or Reed would like to have, you know, even like a little bit more time, but she's like, yeah, she's accepting like her, you know, the time she has left. It was cool seeing it wrap up in the end. I really did like the ending. Damn, the fact that all the other Yao just quickly went with Ren against Paper Heron too. That kind of like, I was like, dude, fucking dickheads. But I mean, I guess it is what it is. Like, yeah, pretty good so far. I really liked it. I think, yeah, I don't know what to give it. I'm like debating whether it's like an 8 or a 9. The ending was like super. I really like the ending. I like it so much that I want to give it a 9, but then the first half of the thing was super slow for me. I don't know. Thoughts on Chang or Chung? I kept pronouncing it Chang the whole time as I was like reading the story. I think it's pronounced Chung. Well, I'm not really gonna comment on the gameplay because I kind of didn't really pay too much attention on that. I was just like really doing the Paper Heron stuff. In the story though, I mean, I knew he wasn't a bad guy or anything and whatnot. He's just trying to like, you know, be like take care of he's just trying to do his job and whatnot. He's trying to be a better person than what his dad was also and whatnot, trying to like just I don't know. Yeah, by his moral code. Yeah, I mean, again, good character. I don't see. I knew he wasn't a bad guy or anything, so it's like I had nothing against him at all. Even with him, like, I don't know, I mean, going through the city and arresting the Yao, he was just trying to do his, you know, he was just trying to do good. I did find it funny when he was trying to do, like, arrest or, like, do the... What was he doing again? With the those people and whatnot, and they weren't turning to Yao. He was doing something like I kind of like forgot what he was doing, but they didn't change. It was like, oh wait, they're like real people. Like, oh shit. They didn't change into Yao. But yeah, he heard the chanting and whatnot, but they were like real. They were actual humans. They weren't like, you know. I thought that part was kind of funny. What else? I mean, there's kind of just those characters, right? I mean, again, like, I think in the first half, what I said about Mayfly, I was like, adorable character. I mean, again, she kind of, like, just... I guess you gotta respect her decision to, like, stick with Ren, I guess. Even though she knows it's wrong. Or whatnot. I mean, she even, like... I mean, she went against Heron, too. What did you think about the forum UI? I actually complimented that in the first half, like when I did the, like, part 1 through 10. I was like, wow. They made this look like Windows, like, 95 or something, or Windows... Not EXP, it's older than that. Yeah, they made it, like, look like Windows 95 or Windows 2000 or something. I was like... I actually liked it, like, that touch. That was pretty creative on their part. We were like kind of like playing the perspective of, you know, like fucking Reed typing and whatnot. And then, like, as I was reading it too, I kind of like went into this like kind of perspective that Mayfly was just, oh, not Mayfly, Reed was just there, like, the entire time, like, looking at everything, throughout the entire story that we were experiencing. I was, like, envisioning that, too, and I was like, okay. I mean, like, obviously, we don't physically see her there, but it's, like, just knowing that she's there, like, watching everything and experiencing it kind of like a film a little bit, it was, like, kind of interesting perspective, too. Or at least I liked that. Yeah, I mean, I think that's about covers it, right? I mean, unless there's anything else that we're missing. Good, you know, also animate more of the animals, just like the donkey. They actually gave the donkey, an animated PNG. I was like, wow, okay, that's pretty cool. I don't think they do that too often, but okay, well, I liked seeing that too. But yeah, I think that's about it. I don't think there's... I think the story was good. I think I'm gonna give it like an 8 out of 10. I'm like, honestly, it's like, maybe like an 8.5 for me, maybe. Maybe to like, since like, I'm super indecisive right now. Yeah, I think, again, everything was pretty solid, man. I liked it a lot. I think the only critique, again, like, from this UI here was literally just the left-hand side over here. If only it was, like, a bit more straight, and whatnot, so the readability is a bit, or it's a bit easier to read. But love the menu here. I actually love the interface and the UI and everything. Lovely. But yeah, that is going to wrap it up for version 2.4, the Spring Unending story. For those that watched on stream or read or watched along on the YouTube video version of this, appreciate you guys chilling and hanging out. Appreciate any likes, comments. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. let me know what you thought of the story and whatnot, and of the updates so far. I thought it was pretty fun and whatnot. But yeah, that is gonna do it for you guys chilling and hanging out. Until the next one. That is.